You won't turn your volume down? Okay, two can play at that game. So my wife and I were on this train to Beijing. It's like a 4-hour ride, and we'd booked these nice seats thinking we'd have a peaceful trip. We brought books, snacks, the whole thing. The train's pretty packed, but everyone's being normal. Reading, sleeping, quiet conversations. Then this guy gets on at the next stop and sits right behind us. Within 5 minutes, this dude pulls out his phone and starts blasting TikTok videos at full volume. And I'm talking loud, like everyone in our car could hear some girl dancing to club music. My wife turns around and politely asks him in Chinese to please turn the volume down. He looks annoyed, but does it. I'm thinking, okay, problem solved. Nope, literally 1 minute later, the volume's back up to maximum. Some cooking video with this lady screaming about noodles at the top of her lungs. My wife turns around again, still being super polite. Could you please keep the volume down? Other passengers are trying to rest. He grumbles something under his breath, but turns it down again. I can see my wife's getting frustrated, but she's trying to keep it civil. But this guy, he cranks it right back up after another minute. Now it's some comedy sketch with people yelling and sound effects. The lady across from us is giving him dirty looks. An older man shakes his head. My wife tries one more time. She explains that it's a long journey and asks if he could use headphones or keep it quiet. This guy looks right at her and goes, "The volume is already down. I'm not changing anything else." The audacity. His phone is literally vibrating from the base of whatever garbage he's watching. My wife sits back down and I can tell she's done. She's usually super patient, but this guy was being a complete jerk on purpose. That's when I decided to give him some of his own medicine. I pull out my phone and scroll through my music. I needed something that would really get his attention. Then I see it. Lamb of God. Perfect. I place my phone on the windowsill right next to his seat, angle the speaker directly at his head, and crank the volume to maximum. The opening riff of Redneck starts blasting. Heavy metal guitars, screaming vocals, thundering drums. The whole train car can probably hear it now. The guy immediately looks up from his phone, completely shocked. He's staring at me like he can't believe what's happening. I just lean back in my seat, close my eyes, and pretend I'm totally into the music, nodding my head, tapping my fingers. Acting like this is exactly how I plan to spend my train ride. One song ends, his TikToks are still going full blast, so I cue up Walk With Me in Hell, even heavier, even louder. Now other passengers are looking at both of us like we've lost our minds, but I don't care. This guy started this war. By the third song, Laid to Rest, I can see him getting really uncomfortable. He keeps glancing between his phone and mine, probably realizing how obnoxious he sounds to everyone else. Finally, during the fourth song, he reaches over and turns his volume all the way down, completely silent. I let the song finish, then calmly turned off my music and put my phone away. The train car went back to peaceful silence. He spent the rest of the 4-hour trip watching his videos with no sound, just staring at the screen like a zombie. My wife squeezed my hand and whispered thanks in English. Sometimes, you have to speak someone's language to get through to them, and his language was apparently inconsiderate noise.